Hey guys, it's Jess Sanko again, and today we are showing you a little bit of a healthy meal prep type of meal. So if you haven't meal prepped before, a lot of times when you go to prep your meals for the week, you get tired of the same old thing. What I've noticed is that when you put a lot of variety into that meal, a lot of times it makes it easier. And you don't necessarily have to make like the same meal for every single meal throughout the week. You can make one meal for every dinner of the week, or one meal for every lunch to take with you to work, or whatever the case may be. This is going to be that kind of idea. That way you don't get tired if you like variety like me. First, you're going to set the oven to 400 degrees, and meanwhile, you're going to get out a cookie sheet and line it with some foil, and we're going to use some olive oil. For our vegetables, we are going to use bell peppers and onions in a stir fry, so it's just frozen at the store. You can get it just like this. And the foil, we're going to line it with bell peppers, a whole onion, and then you're going to put a couple of these boneless, skinless chicken breasts down on here too, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. And we're going to dice it. If you can see how the onion is here, we're going to dice it this way. That way you have a long string. So you're going to separate some of those pieces real quick before you, so you get pieces like this. This is how that looks like. Now you are going to take your chicken. I'm going to cut the fat off first. We're going to put it to the side right now. We're not going to actually put it on the tray yet because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it in just a second as far as seasoning. So you're going to take your taco seasoning, sprinkle it a little bit so it looks something like this. It's just seasoned. And then you're going to flip them over, and you're going to season them. Okay. So this is what your tray is going to look like. It's got the onions, the chicken seasoned, and the bell peppers frozen still. So now you're going to take a jar of salsa. I use this one. It's called Pace Chunky Salsa, and it is the medium. And you're going to go ahead and pour it on your chicken, and you're just going to give it a generous helping. I usually use almost all the whole jar. If you can see it, I stopped right about there is how much I have left, because sometimes I like to use a little bit of it on my food when I actually go to heat up the meal and eat it. Just going to spread this around a little bit. This is what it's going to look like before it goes into the oven. So we're going to go ahead and put it in and let it sit in there for 25 minutes. And we'll see how it goes. So first, before we actually start on anything else, while that's in the oven, I actually did something out of order. So let me tell you, before you even start the preheating on the oven, if your rice cooker is anything like mine, it'll take 45 minutes. So you should probably start that first before you start getting the stuff in the oven, because the stuff in the oven will go really quick. So that being said, I use jasmine rice. I like everything that's on the go. I like fast-paced. I like easy. I have 3 kids to cater to, and I homeschool all of them, and it's just really crazy all the time. So I use canned vegetables often, but when I can, I use actually frozen vegetables even more so, just because of the sheer fact that if you look on the ingredients on the back of the bag, it is literally just saying either vegetables or vegetables in water, and that's about it. Okay, so we're back, and as I just showed you, we just took this out of the oven. Again, this is what it looks like. I will tell you right off the bat that I realized I forgot to show you guys putting the olive oil on. So you're just going to put like a tablespoon or 2 over the onions and over the bell peppers if you're using fresh bell peppers. That being said, let's go ahead and start by putting on a glove because, again, I don't want to make an absolute mess of everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this chicken, and I cut it real thin because I like to be able to tear it up into pieces as I'm eating, instead of having to cut everything into bite-sized pieces. Okay, so now that the chicken is all diced up, we are going to do this. Grab your containers, start with one. Grab your containers, and you're going to get some rice first. You're going to start with that. You're going to sprinkle in some corn, and then black beans, add cheese. Now we are going to get some of these onions. Go ahead and give yourself a few scoops of the bell peppers so that this is what it looks like on the top now. Almost entirely bell peppers. And then put a few of those pieces of chicken. That is what it's going to look like. Now that you're done, a lot of times I like to go ahead and put a little more salsa right on top and a little more cheese right on top, but I actually make my own salsas. So I went ahead and have my green, what I call cilantro salsa. So I just make my own salsas and fill them up here. So I'm just gonna squirt that right on top. And I love that stuff, so mine looks like very spicy. I mean, honestly, the salsa is not that spicy, but it gives a good kick. So this is how I would eat it. And all that's left to do is go ahead and mix it up and enjoy. Honestly, I will tell you one tip though that I did mention before slightly. I didn't show you in this specific moment, but a lot of times for my chicken, I do like to go ahead and cut it up so I don't have to kind of do this and shred it up. I just like to be able to eat with my fork in the end, and I go ahead and go for it. Now this is what it's going to look like afterwards. All that's left to do is enjoy. This is really not food that tastes like a diet. It's basically just teaching you to eat healthier. So, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And really that extra kick of salsa, whatever kind you eat, is like the cherry on top for all of this. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you didn't like something, you did like something, whatever. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see when we get new videos added every Thursday. Thanks so much. Bye.